And we're live once again. Elden Ring. Get your hoods on. It is time to do our assassin build. Except, I want to do it with a Taunter's tongue, so that way we get invaded. And we be sneaky. Have the invaders come find us, and then ta-ta-ta-ta. So, I'm trying to decide. Kristoff will be so happy. Hope so. But Kai and Ghostly, ayo, welcome. So here's the thing. Daggers, we know, are not bad. Specifically, that black knife. That black knife is quite good. However, I want to change things up a touch. And I had mentioned I wanted to do something with this build before, but now I'm just like, okay, let's do it. Let's go with claws. Shink, shink. Instead of daggers. Get some claw action going for our assassin. That's the idea. Now, the claws that I have in mind, we can get pretty quickly. They're going to require 6 strength and 14 dex. And that's the raptor talons, which can be found with the raptor's black feathers. So it's just a win-win. You find them all in one place. We just got to get our pieces of the Dectus medallion, head up to Altus Plateau, and then get going. So, we need 6 strength, 14 dex. So here we are. Character select. 6 strength and 14 dex. Well, there's a good amount we can find. Like, this just about meets it. The Vagabond has, 14 strength and 13 dex. Not bad. 10 strength, 16 dex. So right there, the warrior meets it perfectly. The hero does not. The bandit is just about there. If we wanted to skew it a bit more towards the arcane. But then, of course, the samurai meets it for sure. Any rules? Not really. I just want to have Taunter's tongue on, which is an item we can get at Round Table. Let's see. Confessor, though. I think, actually, I want to start Confessor because I want to have a little bit of faith for a couple of items. We would need to put 2 points into Dexterity to get where we need to go there. Plus, their black outfit, I think, will complement the Raptor's black feathers when we get those. Plus, we got a hood already. Like I said, get your hoods on. Get your hoods on. All right. So, as far as how we look, let's see if I can. I've got some stuff here. You may notice some previous builds that are there. But I think we never really did anything with our Skelly Boy. So let's do that. Okay, we'll go with that one. All right, keepsake, just for ease of use. Let's get a golden seed. We like that. We don't have a innate bleed weapon, but that's fine. We can get one. I'm not too worried about that. For basically farming, but also, other things. But to be honest, we can get our talons and then do some farming. As far as our name goes, the voices are strange. Indeed, they are. So, as far as our name goes, We're going to be sneaky. We're going to be doing some taunting. I'm doing well, Kai. Doing well. Watched some Last of Us a little while ago, episode 3. Just so good. So good. Just, Of course, all 3 episodes so far are so good. So, no complaints there. But, as far as our name, I don't know. I haven't put much thought into this particular bit. We can just be, well, there's our keyboard. Sneaky sneaks. That'll work. Okay, let's get to it. We're gonna do a bit of, well, I don't want to say skipping our initial setup, but we want to rush a couple of things. Let's see. We want to remove that, of course. We also need to get our first try. Okay. Yeah, we got this? Of course we got this. But yeah, this is not going to be like a, like my previous assassin ones where we can only use, like, knives and bows and stuff like that. I want to try out the claws. If the claws aren't working, we can try out daggers as well. Are we going to be light rolling? Maybe. Maybe not. No rules about that. Oh, that was weird. It wouldn't take me off the edge. It would just kind of glide me along it. But as for the faith part, I want to have the ability, obviously, to throw on a bit of... We like the blood flame. We like that. Clearly, a couple of builds has shown us that we like blood flame. Why do you do that? Because I'm not good enough to beat the boss with no health. And, you know, most likely you die anyway. And as we showed in our New Game Plus, even if you do beat the boss, you gotta die regardless. So one way or the other, you have to die. You just might as well get it over with quickly. Now, why do we come to the tutorial? Is to get a few extra runes here and there. So we can buy our crafting kit pretty quickly. Doesn't count. Exactly. It's required, scripted. Doesn't count. Just gonna come through all of this like we normally would. Yeah, the whole thing with the Taunter's Tongue is it basically turns on invasions without needing a cooperator. So, as we saw when we were doing some invasions, we saw some people who had that on. Carl! Ayo! Welcome, good to see you. What's going on today? We're making a taunting assassin type of build. We just started, so we still got, you know, we got a little bit before we get there, of course, but also first try. Basically, we're going to be luring other players into our world. Well, we'll probably do some invasions of our own, too. Off the tree? Nope, went a little short. But yeah, we're going to be luring players into our world, where we have the slight advantage when it comes to terrain. because we can kind of choose the battlefield instead of being the invader and you don't choose where the fight takes place. But we're going to utilize stealth and sneakiness to, you know, frustrate potential people. But then again, if we get invaded at low levels, it's most likely people who are over-leveled cheeseburgers of people who don't have what it takes to do higher level invasions, so they got to get the in-game gear and invade at, say, like level 30. But let's see, sorry about not being present for the streams. Been catching up like crazy though. Hey, no worries. No worries. Do your thing. Watching this stuff. That's not important. Soldier of Rick's. No, it's Rick, Soldier of God. Recognize, put some respect on the man's name.
Lunny, are you familiar? You may all that. It will lead even if great castle home.
All right. So I might be using some arrows, so I'm gonna try to get some little bones here and there, because those can be good for arrows. We might be. We might not be either. Of course, we can always buy arrows and stuff later, but that's not the point. And also, the nice thing is we start off with Assassin's Approach as an incantation, which will silence footsteps and reduce fall damage. So it's already in the Confessor's starting class to be an assassin, to be sneaky. Another thing I may throw into this build are straight swords. If we really need to get a little extra range, throw in some straight swords.
Goodbye.
Okay. So yeah, it's going to be a little, you know, a little different than the usual assassin type of build. Kitten's going to be chilling with us. More the merrier. Alright, we need to go get Torrent, obviously. How's the Coda playthrough so far? It's slow but sure. What all types of swords are in Elden Ring? A lot. Lots of different types. I don't remember the exact amount of, like, weapon types in Elden Ring, but there's a good amount. Good amount, Ghostly. And it's not just swords either. You've got, obviously, you got daggers, you got swords of many varieties, you got whips, you got fist weapons, you got your shields, of course, all that fun stuff. So yeah, all kinds of goodies. Then there's spells, there's incantations.
They sir, but you, I can play turning root to aid you. You need own to the foot up, then it summon me. Ah, I bequeath.
Whip sound interesting. I know, I've been wanting to do something
Use it.
with
It will
whips.
summon torrent. Treat him with.
Oh, yeah. Alright, so let's switch over. Let's get our whistle. Nope, actually that goes there. And then this, right? Right. Alright, let's do this real quick. Whee! Come back. Gating, yeah. A great set I couldn't join the previous streams. Hey, no worries. Again, no worries.
May I have a word? Apply on the witch. I'd heard tanned upon look at talk. Thou art possessed. Call forth. I was entrusted by torrents.
Cat says hello. We'll say hello back.
'Tis a bell. Summon the spirit. Now it is that.
Oh yeah.
I doubt we shall. How long will it be for the time?
All right, the wolves are gonna come in handy for a little bit of what we're doing. All right, so next step, we need to go get a few little starting bits and bobs. Not a lot, though. Anthony, ew. Hold on, let me get to a safe spot, and I shall answer your question. Bear with me. We're just gonna come down here, get a wet blade. Let's see. Missed the first bit of the stream. What is the idea behind this build / character? Great question. So, essentially, the idea is going to be that we start a build. Going to be more sneaky, assassin-y. We're going to be trying to use claws, the claw weapons, specifically the raptor talons. And then, after a little bit, we're going to go get the Taunter's tongue and turn it on. And then play, and basically whenever we see that we're getting invaded, we're going to use some sneaky tactics to our advantage. That's the idea, is to have a little bit of fun. That's what's going on. But thank you for asking. Welcome. See, Carl, thinking about ditching Requiem so you can tell your story easier, or does the experience add to it? Honestly, love either way. So thank you. I haven't thought about ditching it, if I'm being honest. I want the story to not just be told really rapid fire and quickly, but we see the progression, the real progression of our character. So yeah, it's gonna take a little bit, but I think I've got the starting build in a place where I'm good with it. And you guys will see it whenever I do record the next one. Hopefully I'll do that probably tomorrow night, record that one. Hopefully have it up Tuesday. Hopefully. That's the idea. Claws sound cool, yeah. Use a good time when the goal is to have fun. Exactly. There you go. You got the right idea. We are not trying to be all sweaty, try hard, meta, all that stuff. We just want to do some stuff that's not the normal, for the most part, and then have fun with it, expand upon some ideas, and all that fun stuff. Let's see. Let's come on over to our good buddy Bach.
Oi! You there. Could you help us out, Cully?
Alright. Get this.
You were just... Thank you. I was when I ended up... Oh, when they... And so this is... I hope... Oh, I can't... Then I... I'm...
Okay.
Well,
There's the last line of dialogue. We will want to avoid... Progression is the best bit. Can't wait for the next... Good. Perhaps there should be no goal. Then the fun will come naturally. Nah, I like to set out with a goal in mind for a build. Because then I start, you know, getting build ADD of like, oh, this weapon seems cool. Let's do that. Oh, wait, no, this sounds cool. Let me get some larval tears and respec it and all that other stuff. Just want to avoid that. The OCD fan, yeah. Now, when it comes to games and builds in games that I thoroughly enjoy, I do have a bit of ADD OCD, because it's like, oh man, this sounds like fun. Oh wait, this sounds like fun. Oh, this sounds fun. So it's just, you know, try all the stuff out. It's like a buffet of ideas. So many cool options, and they're all... So many options, they're all so cool. Exactly. That's the bad thing about this game, and the good thing all at once, is that there's so many different options we can go with. now we just want to make our way over to Kenny's House of Horrors. Horse double jump? Yeah. Yeah, Torrent can double jump. Too many options. Stealth Archer. Well, in Skyrim, there's basically, you have one option. In, like, vanilla, you know? It's Stealth Archer or nothing, as we all know. Always goes back to Stealth Archer, exactly. Start off with a, you know, extra strong boy. Stealth Archer. Mage, Stealth Archer. Stealth Archer, Stealth Archer. First up, let's get our first half of the Adectus Medallion. Do you take fall damage in this game? Oh, yes, you certainly can. You most certainly can. Warhammer build, Stealth Archer. See? It doesn't matter the game. Just always comes back to Stealth Archer. Fall damage is like The Witcher pre-update. If I remember correctly, the fall damage in Witcher was very sensitive before the latest update. If I remember correctly. Okay. Now, we just need to head back over here. Assassin's Creed's fall damage chaos. It's more of a gamble than Gwent. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. That's a good way. But it definitely, in my time playing the newer update, seems to be a bit more consistent as to when you do get fall damage versus not. Not trying to cheese the Knights Cavalry, just trying to stay near the edge of the bridge. Fancy a round of Gwent? Yeah. Hey, I know your son or daughter just died, and we found that they were cursed and became, you know, a abomination. Pay me also. Wanna play some Gwent? Seen video of the little girl saying I'm a panda? I can't say that I have. It doesn't sound familiar to me. Alright, for Kenny, we're gonna leave him alone for right now. We just need to get over to Caelid so we can get our medallion. Pick up these while we're here. Now let's take a little trip through the portal. Get a bit of that. A bit of this. the river and through the woods, exactly. But we're not going to grandmother's house. None of that. Going to Caelid. Or, I think I've remember people saying that this is Ohio. Never been to Ohio, so I don't know. But I'll take their word for it. That means there's something else. Yeah, I don't know if there's a whole slew of Ohio memes, but all I know is in videos and even on Reddit, I've seen people refer to Caelid as Ohio. Oh, that's not where I wanted to be. That's fine. Hi. Fancy seeing you here. We don't want to try to cheese them currently. We just want to get past them. Grab our memory stone that's up there, of course. Since I didn't get the Site of Grace, we're gonna have to do a little bit of a hop, skip, and a jump from here. And just in case, which incantations are we thinking? Potentially Blood Flame Blade. Since the claws have innate bleed buildup, there's that. Potentially some other, assassin-y, sneaky type stuff. Flame grant me strength, obviously, if we're going to be using Blood Flame Blade. Others, we'll kind of figure out as we're going along. Thought about Assassin's Gambit? Yeah, definitely. Give us a bit of invisibility and all that. Except the Assassin's Gambit would come from Bernal, and we have to basically start the Volcano Manor. I think it's after the first Volcano Manor invasion you do. He sells it, if I remember correctly. Which we could technically get to pretty quickly after we meet with Raya and all that other stuff. Let's see, first time leaving Limgrave, was constantly found myself asking where I was. It's a good thing they have the map. You can at least get some idea. But then you get to those new places and you got to figure out where your map piece is at. Ugh. It's tricky. I've seen a lot of playthroughs where they straight up murder him for it. Yeah, I've seen those too. Yeah, it's a. I've seen some speedrunning tactics where they just murder him real quick. All right, that should be good. Seen the hit list runs? Oh yeah. I've been watching, not a lot lately, but some of, I forget his name. Is it Gino Machino or Machio or something like that? Been watching some of his stuff lately. and it's ridiculous. I mean, I've seen people do it in, previous Souls games too, but some of the stuff in Elden Ring, I'm like, just stop it. Nope. Just stop it. That's ridiculous. So uncalled for. It's obscene. All right. Back to the top. You know who I mean? Okay, cool. Cool. Glad I'm not talking crazy talk. I think he was the first person to do, I think, all 165 bosses without getting hit, if I remember correctly. I think that was he was the first. Something like that. Actually, need to come back here. Need to keep hydrated, exactly. As I'm sipping on soda. That's alright. Definitely ain't Grandma's house. No, it's not. Give you a little... Alright. Obviously, there's smithing stone over here, but we'll come back to that later.
Everyone only to have their... Did you know it's quite a lot? You're all heading to entice while that makes... I don't have... It's scared. I want on
Nothing but a craven.
Can you take...
God runs are actually insane, though. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've watched Happy Hob. Seen him do them. Ridiculous. Alright. Let's make our way up a smidge. Now we just need to make our way to Altus Plateau. Which means we gotta go around Stormvale, down to the lakes, get the key, go into Hogwarts, leave Hogwarts, up to the elevator, the lift, all that fun stuff. Altus Plateau. What? We go to Altus Plateau all the time during our setups. Why can't you spell that? I don't know. Do you need a little, like some peanut butter? I know helps people can calm down if they feel a little light, feel a little shaky. The over-expensive keyboard. Actually, the good keyboards can be expensive. The actual good ones. But then you got expensive ones that are hot garbage too. Let's pick up this little bit over here real quick. Oh, missed pickup, but that's alright. It's just Roa. Keyboard is great. That's why I blame it. I'm terrible at using it. I see no flaw in the logic there, Carl. Makes sense to me. Excuse me. Alright, let's get... Yeah, let's use this one. Now you're a panda? Oh, yes, you are. I see the picture.
You surprised no matter why don't don't
Okay, switch that up. Now we just gotta make our way to Hogwarts. Wait a minute. A little too far south. Let's resolve that situation. But before we get to platform 9 3/4, we of course must get our site of grace. Yep, right here. And usually I go over to the side where we can get the teleported EG, but we're not going to do that right now. Because I'm going to save part of our setup for once we have that Taunter's Tongue active. Nope. I almost screwed that up. Didn't even teleport there. Tell Jenna you're a panda. I will. Next time she's awake. I'll be sure to let her know. Yeah, that teleporter is a nice way to get over to Hogwarts a little early from that spot. There's actually another one somewhere, if I remember correctly, in a gazebo that'll do the same thing, I think. And then if we ride up this, of course we lose aggro off the dragon. Enough to pick up that. Go back over to Hogwarts. And up through here. And then hooray, huzzah, and hooray. We have made it. Oh, gonna go get our golden seed real quick. One that's here. Back to that Hogwarts site of grace, through the seal, and we're in the Bellum Highway or something. I think that's the name of it. Pretty, exactly. Yeah, Elden Ring's gorgeous game. Gorgeous. Bellum Highway. And we make a quick stop by the church, get the Site of Grace, Sacred Tear, make our way up to the lift. Hang to the left and go, go, go. Let's see. Gonna head to bed. Boyfriend needs his blanket. Okay. Well, thanks for stopping by, Kai, aka the new panda. Hope you have a good night. Alright, let's do a little bit of that horse parkour. I remember the first time I came here, I was like, oh man, this is where the end of the game is. Because look at this, the architecture. This is like, gonna be epic, right? Wrong. Not the end of the game, but it is epic. Mr. Christoph, ayo! Welcome, buddy. Good to see you. Showing up right as Kai is leaving. He was saying that hopefully you would appreciate this build that we're working on, that we are starting. Alright, now since we're here, and we won't be coming back here for a little while, we'll pick up our gold seeds, our map pieces, all that fun stuff. Then we'll start to head over to the lake, get our... What's this build? Ah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be utilizing the Taunter's Tongue, which will basically turn PvP into previous Souls games where you can be more or less invaded at any time. And what we're going to do is use sneaky assassin tactics, hopefully, to our advantage. Hopefully, being the opportune words. Or word there, I should say. Taunter's who? Taunter's Tongue. So in Elden Ring, you can only be invaded during co-op play, or if you have the Taunter's Tongue on. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to make things potentially really difficult, but we're going to try to have a little fun. Maybe even frustrate a few people if they invade us and we're being all sneaky. Maybe. Or they just see right through the whole ruse and destroy us. So there's that. But unlike previous assassin builds, I'm not gonna go after daggers and whatnot. I'm gonna go after some claws and maybe some short swords or straight swords, as well as a little backup. Alright. Let's come back here. Aggravating people is always fun. Exactly. That's the plan. Love that idea. Excellent. Hoped you would. Alright. Now we just gotta dodge a couple of tree sentinels. Get some seeds. Map piece. All that fun stuff. Claws and other weapon, either straight swords, short swords, stuff like that. It's like kind of a backup potentially. Maybe even throw in a bow for some ranged options as well. Oh, hi, Draco. What are you doing up? What are you doing here? You're stretching? Yeah, you're stretching. He's just sitting over here like... Stretch, stretch, stretch. Draco, what are you doing? Alright. I just gotta... There we go. Alright, so now... We've got to come back over here. Nope, now he's up. He's got to make his bed. Draco. You don't have to lick the couch. Gonna have to leave the stream for time. Wanted to check in with one of my old favorite YouTubers and see how you're doing. I'll definitely be here for the next stream. Well, thank you for stopping by, Anthony. Good to see you. Hope you have a good night. And hope to see you on the next time we are having some fun on the stream. I'm not sure what Draco's doing. He's over here just cleaning the couch, so to speak. You cut that out. That couch is clean. Gonna love this build. Being a troll is very fun. Good. Good. Now if we can just put all the pieces together, that, you know, and make it work. That's the idea. Hold on a second. Draco just ran off. He has a habit of sometimes waking people up who are trying to sleep. So, let me... Forgot we haven't rested yet.
To determine if you had... It seems torrent, whereas there is, but I can take gathering plate.
Yes.
Very well, let my hand...
Basically, I have to make sure he doesn't go and just wake up the wife. We're going to get to a nice safe spot here. There we go. All right, so just give me a second to make sure he's not bugging her, and I will be right back. Oh, Carl just got back from applying to Pizza Hut. All right, nice. Hopefully it works out. Dog do the same thing. All right, give me 1 second. Okay. Should be back. Had to go corral the dog. Be right back. Screen looks sick. Thanks. Thanks. It's the same as the starting soon screen that you can see right here. Yeah. I decided the solid white needed a bit more flair to it. Alright, so here we are. Round table. But let's get back over to the hill real quick. Haven't seen the new ones yet. So nice, so it's nice and refreshing. Good, good. Glad to hear it. All right, so now let's go get our claws and a little bit of gear, a little bit of armor, I should say. Of course, we ignore this incoming dragon. First time you went to Altus, you're petrified? The first time I went to Altus was after going up the elevator that's right there, after beating like the magma worm and all that other stuff, and I was like, some open space. And then I ran into that dragon and was like, okay. Eventually got past it. All that fun stuff. Little strength build, but they casted spells. Draco, what are you doing? We just talked about this. We just talked about this. You gotta stay here. Oh, Draco, where you going? Come here. Come here. Get up there. You get up there. Do it. Silly dog. He's being extra silly. You can see him right there. Chilling, being silly, being cute. Okay. Keep an eye on him. Make sure it doesn't go running off. It's gonna be a little dark for just a little bit. Actually, something that could help us a touch. Oh, and actually, if I had my like sacred blade thing, that would work even better here. But that's okay. Turn this on a bit. Got our glowing butter shoes. But now they've worn off. Sneaky. Kind of help with this next part a touch. We'll come back for these and that. Oh, I almost took the wrong way. Oop. All right. Boom. And potential. Boom. We like those. Is there another? Yeah, this goes to the Black Knife Assassin, who has the Concealing Veil, which would be cool to have. Let's see, fashion-wise, well, this one's got a bit better resistance. Plus, we're just going to be looking from the back anyway. And if we look at the back on this one... Yeah, they're both fine. Okay. Let's just be careful that no other baddies are coming up. What character did I have for this? Like a skeleton? Yeah. Basically, I made our character look kind of like a skeleton. So that's what they look like. Kind of skeleton-like, kind of not. Raptor talons. So, can I not spell? That's alright. And then, boom, Raptor talons, but we need to get our dex up to 14. So that's going to require a couple of levels, which we will happily go get here shortly. And then we just leave. That's the idea. Spooge key? Oh. Whoop, 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 whoop. I can do this run in the dark. There we go. And we are out. Okay. So we got some other stuff to do. Sneaky Skeletor build. So let's get this. Let's get our 2 levels in dex real quick. Oh, so we're gonna need like a couple rooms. Was it Skeletor a stream screen at one point? Yeah, Skeletor was my logo at one point. So yes, well remembered. First, let's increase our flasks the best we can. Okay. 9 and 1 for right now will be good. Level, get those 2 into dex. Okay. Boom. So, we have the talon, but when you go to two-hand it, you have 2 talons. And it counts as 1 weapon. So when we get the Blood Flame Blade, which we could actually go get right now, we can put it on both at once. So we have blocking capabilities as well, but when we attack, there we go. So that's what we got going currently. So next up, let's go get that little bit of the Blood Flame Blade. I'm gonna get our map piece real quick. Whoa, Dave. Good old CQC, exactly. Lure these guys around. Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh. Well. There we go. Let's go ahead and meet up with Raya since we're here. Do a couple of just quick little things here. Because that can get us over to Volcano Manor soon-ish. Alright. So she should be right up this way.
It's rather my mistress, but I was a could I ask that thug only if you've oh what a blessing. The thug should please.
Okay. Oh yeah, we still need to get this map piece as well. And we'll need like 1,000 runes or so. To purchase the necklace. Straight over to the shack.
What are you looking? Trying to start some? Show me. I'll consider. I'm not in love with. You're first.
1,000, yeah. Still continuing the mage build? Yeah, at some point, yeah.
Take it. Things know you're bloody.
Just, you know, in the meantime, doing some other stuff here and there. Alright, now I believe, before I go back to Raya, if I remember correctly, it's more or less a straight shot west. Shadow Mage stuff, very nice. Oh, yeah. Yeah. As soon as I saw that, I was like, oof, that's got potential. But then I quickly realized, like, for PvE, it's ridiculous. PvP, it's kind of like, I've got, and I said this in another stream, I've got a win condition. And if it doesn't work, it's kind of, you know, like, do okay with the rest of it. But in PvP, it still did some work on people who were not paying attention. Alright, let's grab our Blood Flame Blade. I don't want to fight that currently. Not you. Trying to lock onto you. There we go. Now let's come back to Raya real quick. And then we'll head back over to Round Table and try to get our Taunter's Tongue.
Please. Oh, thank you. Did I forget? I see you have had to study such. Please.
Bloodhound Blade Light Roll build. Nice.
Brave most you are no
Great combo,
volcano.
yeah.
Oh, this land, but the live instead at the base. It was I have faith. I do hope.
All right. Back to the Round Table. Let me do this. What do we need? It's arcane, right? Yeah, 10 arcane. So 1 point into arcane real quick. Just need a couple hundred runes for that. Basically, I want to try to stay at the minimum 18 short. Really? Should have double checked that. There we go. I want to kind of stay along the minimum lines for the first part of Taunter's Tongue, and then we do kind of our setup loop of sorts, and if we get invaded, we get invaded. And while I'm here, probably go ahead and bump up our little claws once. Yeah. Alright, let's get our spell memorized real quick. That's the Round Table. We'll dance whenever we're able. Read Hammond, German, Spamalot. The bow. Careful. Just gotta be careful since we don't have much in the way of heals currently. Ooh, that was close. But GG. And there it is. The Taunter's Tongue. Should name one of those builds at knights. The knights who say... Very close, yeah. Now, as far as other stuff that's down here, I know there's a room over this way. But first, Troy, yeah. And this has... Oh yeah, that's Avatar. I thought there was like another... room or something, but maybe not. I'll just double check doors. Yeah. Yep. Okay. ol' first try poke KO.
I am known as
No, I'm not trying to talk to you. At least not currently. Well, don't really even need. Alright, real quick. I think we can grab a quick level into Vigor. Alright, now we can begin using the Taunter's Tongue. Basically, allows your world to be invaded without any furled finger cooperators present. And it also shortens the interval between windows of opportunity for invasion. Additionally, enables the arrival of a second invader to join when a cooperator is present. With 2 invaders, the maximum number of cooperators becomes 1. So this is what we're getting ourselves into. The build name, yes. Alright, so obviously we need to do some running around, get some runes, also some other fun bits and bobs. I've done most of the stuff around here, but I still need to obviously get this for starting up Ronnie's quest. Want to check out this tunnel. We can go get the Reduvia over here if we really want to. Have that as a backup for a knife, you know? There's always that. So I'd say, let's come back here. We can use the Claw Talisman for this build, potentially, because it'll... The Raptor Feathers already boost our jump attacks, and the Claw Talisman will stack on top of that, so it's a very good possibility. Alright, here we go. Wait. Now, why can that not be turned on? That's a question. Okay. Let's figure that out. Yep, got that. Well, it doesn't tell me anything. It just says, hey, you can use it. Alright, let's see. Taunter's Tongue grayed out. Apparently people have had this issue. Okay. Let's read. You have to use the fur culling remedy. Potentially. Which we don't have one. That seems weird. Alright. So where's a quick one I can get and just turn this on? Let's see. Yep, don't want to do that. So, yeah, let's get come back here. Yeah, Nereus drops one. Okay, so we can get that pretty quick here. We just gotta go to him, which we're planning on doing anyway, so that works. I just wonder if we have to use it, like, every single time. Like, if, say, we get invaded, and then if we die in said invasion, do we have to use it another remedy again just to be able to use it? Seems like it could be a interesting thing. Like, hey, I just want to get invaded all the time. Alright, Nereus. Need to get my health back. Just watch that real quick. There we go. We got a Reduvia. Okay, the wiki lied. Rude. Rude by the wiki. Some mid-range, exactly.
I'm your tarnished. You stay the. Just remember me, you're one. Stay clear, and it's just so. Stay clear. Perhaps we will meet.
Not wanting me to summon Torrent. It's just like, oh, nah. Alright. Go over here to Patches real quick. Error messages are popping up now. Okay. Yeah, to use the Reduvia, we need a bit more into the arcane side. Alright, now real quick, let's look. Drop by a host of fingers when invading. Stormhill Shack. So apparently it's dropped by all these NPC invaders. Stormvale Castle, sold by Patches. Alright. Does Arcane help Bloodlust build up? It does. Indeed it does. Yeah, we could turn this into a... Like, we got some ways we can go with it. We can keep it, like, Dex Faith. Or we can go just straight up, like, a bleed build assassin kind of thing.
Well. Thought you'd just help yourself to a man's personal belongings. Scheming little thief.
The gods demand repentance.
Cough up your coin. All of it.
Got flattened. Ooh, careful.
Wait, please. I surrender. White flag and all.
There we go.
Finally come round, have you? I knew you would. You're a man of reason. True and true.
Indeed.
What are you? Now, how did I took you for an innocent water up? True, I'm pet tarnished, like only for now.
Forgive.
Exchange from it, honestly, frankly. So don't. I'll be ready to.
Alright, so real quick, let's quit out and come back in. continue that real quick.
Well, nice of you to talk a bit, and welcome, but you won't need...
Yeah. So I have to use a consumable in order to use it. I know we'll pick up plenty of these along the way, though, so I'm not worried about that. But I'll purchase one now, so we can
Cheers for that.
get things going. Of course, that's the teleporter trap. Alright, so now, let's come back here. There we go. All right. Now, we can just kind of do our thing for a little bit. And see what kind of over-leveled invaders we get coming after us, if we get any. That is. Actually... Whoop. Come here. Try to get some Ash's War. Kai couldn't sleep, oh no! Looks like nobody's sleeping. Let's smoke some weed. Swing over this way and get our little site of grace. For dealing with Darrowville. So from here, make our way down towards Weeping Peninsula, just start getting some more flask upgrades and whatnot. Just normal setup stuff. Good, where are we at? We're still basically at the beginning. We just now have our kind of our main weapon for now. Clothing, at least the Black Raptor feathers. And we finally have our Taunter's Tongue on. So we could be invaded at any given moment. If anyone's doing like really low level invasions, that is. And if no one is doing low-level invasions, then okay, there we go. Let's see. Do we want to do the whole frenzied flame stuff? Oh, we're getting invaded. Alright. Now we just got to figure out where they're at. We just got knocked off our horse. I haven't seen any names pop up yet as far as who the invader is. Get invaded, haha, is the name. Now, if I remember my invasion spots around here, they're right up there. Yep, there they are. Hi there. They're going to try to parry a little bit. Yep. Ooh, they caught us a bit. Oh, I jumped into it. Yeah, I think they're gonna get us. They got that range. Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, really? That phantom range. Oh. Whoop. Let's see if I can. Oh, we barely missed that. Almost had it. Yeah, that wasn't the best idea. Yeah, they're catching us. That length on it. Oh, yeah. Really? Scarlet Rot? Yeah. Yeah, they've got us. We don't have any other heals. Yeah. A little on the over-leveled side with their thrustings. But that's fine. This is what we asked for. Just don't fall in it well. We're so close, though. We almost had it. Yeah, and that means we gotta... Oh. I guess since we didn't get, summoned or something, maybe. Not quite sure how that mechanic works, but regardless. We'll go ahead and talk to Atina.
Might I venture my name is servants there? But I swear my good father decided to... the servants have since come. I fear it's please. Would you mind taking my soul with please?
Sure.
Thank them, please. Deliver. Please, he can be stubborn.
Now, one thing we can do, this could be bad, but great raise our attributes, but also increases damage taken. We can just throw that on for the heck of it. It'll help us a teensy bit. Keep it going. Just do our... Basically continue our what would be normal setup. Beat Margit this stream, you think? Maybe? Maybe not? Haven't decided yet. Let's just grab our memory stone real quick. And then after this, we'll get our map piece. Get over to near Castle Moore in a little bit. Actually, what am I doing? Don't even need to come down this ladder, but we could just fast travel. Oh, I guess when you travel, that turns that off. Okay, learning mechanics. Never used it before today, so we'll figure it out. And also, there's another little something I want to get over here, other than the map piece and the golden seed. First time using the Taunter's tongue, yes. No loot. Boo. We'll get this for later. What does it do? It lures in invaders. So, in normal playthrough, unless you're doing co-op, you can't be invaded. But if you get the Taunter's tongue and use it, you can be invaded. And you can be invaded by 2 invaders at once, potentially. So that's what it does. Basically, just trying to add a little extra challenge as we're creating our sneaky character. But there's other things we definitely need to get. That's the point of the build, yeah. Lure in people, and then at some point, we can do a little hide and go seek, if you will. But the thing about low-level invasions is that typically the people who invade you are I don't want to say over-leveled, but they're definitely over-geared, if that makes sense. We want to get that poison mist. That's going to be useful, potentially. Alright. Let's come back here. Old switcheroo, exactly. But I just got to remember that now every time we travel, we have to turn it back on. Alright, 12 is all that requires. Good. Alright. So yeah, basically we turn it on any point we could potentially be invaded. But now I'm just kind of doing what I would normally do for my setup for some parts. And if we get invaded, cool. And if not, no big deal. Oh, I never picked up my runes from before. That's alright, we can go get those here in a bit. Then all we need to do is just get this tier that's over here. There's a tear in my bear. Just gotta basically lose our aggro. The snake in my boot. I just gotta lose our aggro. And then come back here. Let's get our runes before I forget. Might as well go ahead and use them, grab a level or so. Okay. Because right now, HP is the important part. Oh, I didn't mean to go there. I need to go here. We're heading up to another couple of choices. Get a couple more tiers. And we could also, if we wanted to, get our shortcut over to the capital and get the black bow early. That's potential as well. Black bow is quite nice. I'll go ahead and pick up the Faith Knot crystal tier while we try to decide if we want to go Faith Dex or just straight up Arcane. Black bow have any special effects? You can jump and fire it. You can fire it like right after you roll. It's basically a really good, just quick bow to use. I'm not saying it's best. I just like its flexibility. Plus, it's a black bow, so you know it gets my vote. It's cool. Yeah, I think fashion over utility always. No, that's the cool thing about the black bow. It's fashionable and useful. It's got both. Now, another thing that is useful, potentially, is up here. A little, I believe it's the Divine Fortification Incantation. Either Divine or Magic. It's one of the two. Where are you going? Yeah, Divine Fortification. Protect against holy damage. Many enemies inflict holy damage? There's some, for sure. Like Elden Beast, for example, at the very end of the game. That one definitely does. Oh, did not mean to put a marker down right there. Just get rid of that. And there are others too, but that's like the one that mainly stands out to me is the Elden Beast. Might as well go ahead and visit the merchant just in case we need to come back here and buy any items. Let's see, you got smithing stones, those leaves are good. Keys, and if we need to duplicate an Ash of War, we can do that.
Safe journey.
Useful merchant. Set up a little graveyard here, go to the Tower of Return. And then I think we still got more setup to do. I was gonna say go get the black bow now, but we can save getting it because it can be a bit tricky to run through the capital at such a low level. But we can always just grab it later. Oh, woo! But I am at least gonna get our shortcut for it. Definitely want to do that. Just keep an eye on what's behind us. A dagger, that's good. Oops. Make it acrobatic. Oh, there's a guy right there. Whoops. Oh no. Hogwarts Legacy? Oh yes. Most certainly. Yeah, since I pre-ordered it, I have got the 72-hour early access. So I'll definitely be doing that. We gotta rest. Alright, so that's for a little later. So we done some kind of initial setup for this part. Let's see. Next couple weeks, isn't it? Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, it'll be coming out pretty soon. Let's go over this way real quick. Over here near Kitty.
Is anybody there? Someone who might be interested in rescuing the great Kenneth Height.
Nope, no rescue for you today, Kitty.
And celebrated repudiator of Hobbs.
We need rooms. What else? Did I miss? Nope, didn't miss one. Okay. Good, good, good. Alright. Well, I'm about to travel again. I was gonna say I need to turn back on my Taunter's tongue, but about to be doing a bit of traveling. Excuse me. Yeah, I'll definitely be doing some Hogwarts Legacy. Be live streaming it, of course. I don't know why I came here. I've already picked up the the flask and all that good stuff. Just so used to it after doing that little drop there to do that. Little sacred blade, but we don't need that currently. Those live streams are gonna be great. Can't wait. I hope so. I hope so. Because I'm going into it with the mindset of I expect the game to be alright. I'm not expecting greatness, but I'm not expecting a terrible game either. But I am ready to adapt. If it is a great game, we'll acknowledge that it's great. And if it's bad, we're going to make the most out of it, that it's a bad game. And we are going to find out how good we can turn that bad game, how much fun we can turn it into, I should say. That's the plan. I set your expectations low, exactly. Yeah, I don't want to run into another Cyberpunk and No Man's Sky situation. Where I mean, granted, a ton of people did, but I hyped myself up for both of those games. And was let down on my first initial playings. But I've heard No Man's Sky has gotten really good. It's gotten a lot of support since its release, which is good to hear. And I've heard some of the bugs have been worked out about Cyberpunk. Yeah, they've been improving themselves. Exactly, exactly. No Man's Sky is a new game at this point. Yeah, that's what I've heard. I've seen just a snippet of what's been done to it, and I'm like, oof, it's quite a bit. Thinking they promised, suppose, yeah. Actually, I'm not going to be doing any travel for a minute, so just in case. I forgot about this particular portion of my setup. Could have been doing potential invasions, but that's okay. Yeah, don't think we'll be fighting Margaret tonight. But we'll definitely be getting a good portion of our initial setup done, so that way the next time stream we'll be ready to take on Margaret, all that fun stuff. And I'll need to decide on if I want to go just straight up an arcane build, or if we want to go faith. I'll need to do a bit of research on Blood Flame kind of maxed out versus just a regular bleed build maxed out. And Flame of the Red Veins has been nerfed into the ground, so I'm not picking it up. But what we are going to pick up is that Flame Grant Me Strength. Because that's still good. Some of the bosses are immune to bleed. I mean, yeah. A bit immune for some of them. Specifically, they're immune to the hemorrhage, so they can't, you know, just be bled out. Oh, the camera. Oh, we're getting invaded. Well, this will be interesting. Alright. Let's just keep it cool. Safety heal. Nope. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I basically am going to take the same path I would if I had my horse. They all bleed, my friend, yeah. Well, I guess we're not being invaded. Unless we cross some sort of threshold there where Torrent couldn't go, but that hasn't happened to me before. Guess maybe there was a slight timeout or something. Another potential Ash of War for this is this right here. We could put the Lifesteal Fist on these claws, and basically you jam them into someone and it absorbs life. And it is a cult, if I recall correctly, which would help bleed. So there's that too. There's also another merchant. It's pretty metal. Yeah. Do you bleed?
Welcome. Yeah, welcome. Value, please. Hi, man.
Just leave that for now. Yeah, as far as Ashes of War to put on the claws, I haven't quite decided on something specific yet. But who knows? Maybe that Lifesteal Fist will get us to go more on the occult side, which means arcane. So maybe. Plus, it's pretty metal. But the question, though, is does it only work on, like, humanoid enemies? Because I know there's some things you can only do to them, like madness, as example. But if we're getting invaded, then, you know, there's that. this. Let's go get our next map piece and seed. And then there is actually another Ash of War over here. I don't know if we can put it on the claws, though, but it's Crag Blade, which basically turns your weapon into, like, stone-looking, but it increases your damage a good amount. So yeah, we got options, for sure. It's just, I think if we go... well, no, with Crag Blade, we might be able to still go with the Blood Flame Blade. Might. Not sure. It's one of those, we'd have to do more extensive research. Our team would have to, you know, look into it. Raw damage, yeah, exactly. So let's, I don't know if, like I said, I don't know if we can actually use it on claws, as blade in the name, you know, so maybe skewed one way or the other. But we might as well give it a shot. There we go. Okay. What else? I do need to get our dragon for some runes. There's the Dex Knot tier that's up here. So we got some other stuff to do. Mooseset looks sick. Good. So here, let's, before we wrap up, let's start making a few decisions. So we'll take a look at some Ashes of War that are available to us.
Well, I took you no matter lay out your own.
Okay, so we can put Cragblade on there. Determination and the Lifesteal Fist, which would lower our Bloodlust buildup. Probably because of our arcane scaling, if I had to guess. Because we don't have much of it. But here, let's just do some comparisons. So we'll throw Cragblade on. We'll keep it standard since we aren't going to go with much strength. And let's try it out over at Gatefront. So you guys can help decide, you know, what we're looking at. All right. I don't necessarily want the whole crew to come over. So we'll just look at... So this guy here, we do like a jump. Or not. So, you know, decent. I mean, granted, we haven't really... We're meeting, like, minimum requirements for the most part. Haven't really done anything for leveling other than we got it up to +1. Now, if we come over here, and we have Cragblade, and we throw that on... Oh, I didn't mean to hit it twice. But now our claws are basically dipped in concrete. So, you know, fashion-wise, it looks dumb, but it hits pretty hard. Oh. No, it's still on there. Some experiments. You like it. So there's Crackblade. Let's go back. Now we'll show the Lifesteal Fist. And the nice thing with the claws is, again, when you do wield it, whatever in, infusion, enchantment, Ash of War, whatever, it all goes onto both claws. So if we go to Lifesteal Fist, we can keep it standard instead of occult for right now because we don't have much in the way of arcane. And then we'll come back over to Gatefront. Same kind of experiments. Except in this case, this is an Ash of War that is like a one attack. So it's not going to change like the Crackblade did. So we come over here. Let's give it a little, like, hey, how's it going? So it looks cool. It doesn't do a ton of damage, at least currently. But it does heal us. So there's that. So there's that too. I imagine, I don't know for sure, we could go get Bloody Slash, potentially. Does look cool, but Crackblade seems overall more useful. Healy's nice though. Yeah, so it's just like a trade-off here or there. There's, I believe Storm Stomp is something we could use to combo with in some cases. This will be kind of our last little experiment. So let's put Storm Stomp. Keep it standard for now. Yeah, so Storm Stomp would be more of a up close. Like we could buff like this. And then if we get in nice and close, hit him with that Storm Stomp. Stagger him, hit him, that kind of thing. So a couple of early options. Let's see how it does against you with the shield. Oh, you're not even using shield. Nice combo starter, exactly. Now if we... I was trying to see if we charge. Charge again. Oh, it's got a little flippy-doo. That I did not know. Let's try that out. See if we can hit a flippy-doo combo here. Alright. Hi there. Come on over. It's cool. It's stylish. Oh. And of course, we still got some crits, backstabs, all that fun stuff. Storm Stop Flipping Dude combo goes crazy. Yeah, if we can hit it, because it's 2 charged heavy attacks. So you charge up first one, charge up the next one. So it's like a 1, 2, and then a 3, 4, with some spacing as well. So we got options. That's the nice thing. Got those options. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up here. We still got, let's see. As far as setup, like setup, we've done kind of the usual what I would do. There's extended setup stuff. Axe Talisman are good if you go with that style. That is true. We can go grab that over, right over here. We got options, but I'm going to do some research on, like, occult scaling versus how far we can get the blood flame to go, or if we can combine the two, which I think we could. Actually, let's find out real quick. Let's find out. Because if I can get an occult infusion and the blood flame blade, but then I need to see, does the blood flame blade scale with faith or strength, because it's got flame as well, or does it scale with arcane? Be good if you can combine them. Yeah. All right, so let's this occult, and let's just see if we can buff with an occult infusion. I can't. Okay. So that answers that. Occult infusion, no buff. So I could still do that, but I wouldn't be able to do the buff. What about... Do I have any greases real quick? I could see if I could put it on there. I can't put grease on there either. Okay. So that's good to know. If we go occult infusion, we can't buff it. We can't grease it up. But in theory, our bleed damage will just kind of go through the roof. So, you know. We got options. We'll figure it out. Again, do some research. I think this has been a nice little setup stream. We got one invasion. Didn't go our way. That's fine. We'll get more. We got to level up, of course, as well. But any hoozle, that'll do it for me for now, for tonight. And before I go, as always, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy. We'll see you guys later.